But did you see how the game was played?
Yeah.
I mean, there were things grabbing, kicking, grabbing, punching, eyeball dragging, fish hooks, nose drags. There was everything in the game. So for to be dragged down and pushed, and you push, I'm not going to say I condone any of that, but this game was a physical, and probably the officials used good judgment because they were there. They didn't see one play. They watched the beginning of the game. They watched it. They were trying to control the game. They were trying to control the game. I mean, my guy started talking right off the top. I subbed the guy. 12 seconds. My man, I said, Tony, I got him. Get out. I mean, the game was, we were bumping coming in and off the court. So to say, let's isolate that one play and say he should be out and out for the year. No, come on now. If you were here, this thing was as heated and as emotional and physically grabbing, pushing, shoving kind of game as I've coached in.
Yeah, how well did your guys do in the 50-50 balls, Steve?
I'll see it on the tape. I thought we did all right. I like the fact that DeAndre, early in the game, that's how we got our gap. We created that extra play.
John, you kind of alluded to this, but I wanted to get you a little more. It wasn't a pretty game, but how useful now will this game be when you take back to these games?
The biggest thing you walk away from is when we're in this kind of game, who can we play? When it really gets physical and it's on the line, who can we play? The other guys are going to have to prove themselves again. Because the point of this is to win, not just to play somebody's son. We're trying to win. The second part of it is we know another team can make a run and tie it up and get up on us and we're okay. We don't panic. Those are the kind of lessons you want to learn in games like this. And I think it's a good thing.
John, Louisville did end up playing some zone. Could you comment on your zone offense? You struggled a bit. Was it their defense, your offense combination?
I don't know. We shoot 46% from the game for the game. We shoot 63% in the second half. And we go 2 for 14 from the three. And you all have watched this. We're one of the leading three-point shooting teams in the country. And we go 2 for 14. We didn't attack the middle like we wanted to. I thought we pulled it out too many times and didn't keep attacking. But this is a young team. That's the first team in a while with that kind of size and athleticism to play that way. What they do when you drive, they don't suck back in. They try to steal and play lanes. Well, we haven't seen that. So there's a lot of stuff today we didn't see that is good for them, and we'll watch it on tape and they'll learn from it.
Coach, you're the first coach to beat Louisville in the first season since Eddie Sutton. Does that mean anything to you?
I didn't hear what you said.
You're the first coach since Eddie Sutton to beat Louisville in his inaugural season. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm happy. I mean,
nah. John, over here. Excuse me. Talk about the fact that the periods of times, and you've alluded to this in the past, that your team gets too jacked up at the beginning of the game. Is that just so?
they needed to, because if they didn't, they were going to get pumped today. This was one you better be ready to go, because there was bumping going on before the game even started. So you better have been jacked up and ready to go. But I thought we handled it well. I had to sub one guard. I thought our other players dealt with it the right way, and we won a ball game. And we never really lost our composure. But, I mean, I can hear all the stuff. If you weren't in this building, you wouldn't know.
Last question. John, you talked yesterday about Louisville's threes and how if they hit a bunch, they only hit 5, I believe. How well do you think you defended overall and on the three?
We held them to 29%. And they shot from the three, and they shot 32% for the game, and we created 19 turnovers and 5 assists. Now think about this. And they had a chance to beat us. But I'll be honest with you, I love playing games where you play and it looks ugly and you win anyway. If your team's good, you'll win ugly games. That's when you know you're all right. We won a game against Connecticut. I think we shot 38%. I loved it. It means we can play poorly and shoot poorly and turn it over and still figure out how to win a game. But I thought we defended. When I looked up with 7 minutes to go, fellas and ladies, they had 5 points. They had 5 points. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be 17-4. And then it's going to be halftime. I mean, then all of a sudden we fouled and they had a chance, and he encouraged them at halftime, and they came out and made it a game, which you expected them to do. They're a terrific team. They're going to do well in the Big East. They're going to have their chance to advance in the NCAA tournament again, and they got good players.
Thank you.